Scorpios, hi my loves, and thanks for coming through. I'm Star. Of course, this is Ascendstar Tarot, and this is going to be for all of my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, however you identify with Scorpio. This is going to be the reading for you. Welcome to my cross watcher who wants to know what's going on with the Scorpio in their lives. If this is your first time here on Ascend Starship, thank you so much for coming through. You are definitely appreciated. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to come and take a ride on Ascend Starship, and you didn't even have to pay for the gas, right? I'm going to fill you up while you're here, though. We're going to fill you up with the messages and a little insight. Hopefully, I can help the new moon in Libra cycle go well for you. If you know a Libra, of course, don't forget to tell them happy birthday, happy Earth Day. You got some major things going on right now, Scorpio. I know you guys have kind of been on a roller coaster lately. This whole new full moon is going to be within the retrograde of within Mercury's retrograde. So things may be a little different. Things may get shaken up. It's definitely time to reanalyze and revisit like things in your life. And as I say that, look at the Hermit card comes out. That's definitely that Mercury energy itself. So yeah, we do have a collective reading for this moon, so definitely check that out. Make sure you're watching your moon sign, your Venus sign. Make sure you're watching all of those, especially right now during this like Libra's new moon. It's kind of like a cuffing season, like energy goes on, but it's a cuffing season more so like who's loving you and how you're being like loving type of energy that's going on, right? And I meant to deal these cards first, but I forgot working with all of these different decks. So your overall energy, you guys are actually coming in with this Hierophant energy, right? So with the Hierophant energy, some of you are actually being put in a place or a position where you are actually the teacher and you're teaching other people. You're actually guiding other people. You know, maybe you're just a very wise person. You're a teacher or instructor or something of that nature yourself. But you're definitely being put in a position where other people are watching you, and they're coming to you because of your wisdom and how wise you are. Some of you actually need to seek help, need to seek counseling for things that you are not sure of, for things that you for things that actually need to be changed, but you're having a hard time actually changing and getting with the new energy and the new vibe that's actually coming out with it, right? Some of you, like your actual morals and your traditions, like things, ways that you actually saw things, like they are changing. It's like you are seeing like the silver lining at this point, right? Like you're able to you're able to see how things are actually manifest, and you know you may, or how you've been manifesting things, and it may be a little instability and conflict going on in your life right now, but it's almost like, it's not almost like, it's like you're, it's not almost, it's like what's really going on is you are being propelled into a new cycle, a new change of yourself, a new challenge of yourself. You may be going through a point where spiritually, like you're just not sure what is going on. It's like some of you are actually feeling left out for some reason, and it's like Spirit is saying it's time for you to like reach back out, right? Kind of like get out of your own head and allow somebody else to help you like actually work things out, right? Life is an expression of you. Life is more than existing, right? So this is the numerology for this card is actually the number one. Like, can you see this? Like, there is so much more to life than what you're giving it. There may very well be areas and places in your life where you're like shutting out, you're like shutting down, right? Um, you may very well be dealing with a Libra or someone with Libra in their charts. And the reason I say this is because if you go back and you look at the collective reading, like the magician is there. The magician is number one. This is like a magician type energy, right? And it may be very well some of you are allowing your ego to uh, to cause you to be counted out, or feel like you're being counted out. And spirit is just saying like, no, that's just not what it is. It's like um the magician sometimes has a tendency to become depressed. um the magician can sometimes like overthink situations. Like he can think about situations in a way that they are not actually happening. Sometimes the magician can work things against himself, like the web that um the web that he creates, like he becomes entangled in it himself. um like it's really time for you to like enjoy life again, to feel life and feel loved again. I feel like some of you may be ending relationships as well. Like somebody has just kind of like just gotten tired of the situation. Like the love just isn't there, right? So I'm feeling like there is with this power card. I feel like it's time for you to find the power of balance and of healing your emotions. It's like so often um it's time for you to let the softer side of you grow. So often, like, you show the darkness. So so often, like, you walk in and you think about the shadows. um it's like spirit is like sending you messages, asking you to use your voice, your thoughts, your clarity, your intuition in like a more positive way, to allow yourself to grow and like and in peacefulness. Like you deserve to be peaceful, right? You deserve love. You deserve calming. You deserve healing. Like all of that is actually yours to have, and there is power in sensitivity, right? Like maybe you feel like sometimes like you just have to be hard, like you just have to be harsh, like you just have to be like the loudest voice in the room, and like everybody just has to do things your way. And it's like spirit is like saying like, wait, hold up, Scorpio, like that's not really what it is. Back up a little bit. Like that's not really what we have going on. Like look at it from this way. Like you are liable in losing the people that love you the most because of your need to always be strong, the strongest, smartest person in the room, right? Own your power. Every storm has a fresh new beginning, right? But your power is also being able to embrace it, right? You have the Queen of Swords here. Now you showing up as the Queen of Swords itself, like that is I almost feel like the although it can be a Libra, like I said, you could be dealing with a Libra. Um you know, and you've just come to your wits end, like with this Libra or someone with Libra in their sign, in their charts. Like, but I also feel like, this is you, right? Because you are a Scorpio, and very often, like, you know, you've been through like so many things, and you are just so tired of going through so many things, and you're so independent, and um it's almost like, you know, you've been supportive, you know, you're kind of organized, you're very analytical yourself, and you may even be a fast thinker, or that may be even the person that you're dealing with, and this is the person that's like causing you to like kind of like be over your like rocker. Like sometimes you're coming off like overly critical, right? like 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 you're revisiting conversations, like, did I really have to say it like that? Like, it's like using your words to just like cut people to shreds, right? And then in the other, in the after effect, just like looking around like, damn, I don't really got too many people to sit with and talk to, you know? Like, I'll say, if you're dealing with a Libra woman like that around, like, or if you know this like Libra woman, she really isn't like that's like really not who she is. Like, if she is standoffish, it's because she's been hurt a lot, you know, and very well, Scorpio, you've been hurt as well, so you're just like, hell, like, I don't want to deal with it. Like, but the energy that you bring, um it's not always the best type of energy that you bring, Scorpio. Sometimes you're a little hard to deal with as well, right? um just being honest, you know, you Scorpio better than I know you, but I know that you know, I know, you know, we know that sometimes you can be a little hard to deal with, and I feel like right now, like, you are coming to that resolution, like, on your own. Like, it's like now you're at a point where you're like ready to like clear up all of that conflict. And I feel like that's why the Hierophant is coming in and saying that, you know, if you're realizing that you need this help, don't be afraid to go out and get that help. Because, like, what's having everything in the world if you don't have the people around you that you want to celebrate it with you, right? What's the point of sitting on the throne if you don't have like any muses, or if you don't have a queen, or if you don't have any, you know, courtmen, or like all of that stuff? Like, why have a kingdom? Who wants to be the only person in their kingdom? Nobody. So it's like Spirit is coming to you now and being like, hey, like, what can you do to like change this? Well, I tell you what you can do, right? Like, with this hangman, it's like going back to where you were, and like revisiting. It's like going back to the tree of knowledge, you know, like life knowledge, things that you know, things that you know are true to you, like revisiting those things, like um removing the veil of hurt, and shame, and guilt, and all of that stuff, and just being able to let it all go, so that you can progress and move forward, so you can plan more so towards healing and what it is that you do want to do. If you want to be married, like, healing, going towards that, right? But with this Hermit energy, it's definitely, you know, this is a cycle that is coming to an end in your life. Like, you may have to do something different than you've ever done before. You may, you know, there may have actually been some type of stagnation here, especially with the Hangman and the three of wands here. Things may have slowed down, and not have gone the way that you wanted them to go. And it could very well be because of your attitude, because of your lack of being able to let people in, right? Like, not only have you turned into the Queen of Swords, like the person that will definitely attack you with their words, but you've also turned into the person that just basically keeps to and secludes themselves, right? Like, I don't really want to be around you. I ain't really feeling you right now. Like, you've kind of turned into that person. Not kind of, you have turned into that person. That energy is there and it's strong. Yeah, you've been focused on your money. Money is important. You do want to be financially comfortable, but you don't want to be selfish and seclude yourself either. You know? It's gonna take hard work. You know, you're not afraid of hard work. You're not afraid to take risks. Like, everybody knows that about you. The only thing is, like, you're so freaking stubborn and you have no filter sometimes. Like like sometimes you just don't know what to say or how to say it. And then, just to be honest with you, on the other side of that, some of you just lack ambition. Some of you just lack drive. You know, some of you are very childish and passive aggressive. And that has a lot to do with your attitude. Like, even though you are helpful and caring, you know, like, I really feel now Scorpio, I don't mean no harm by this. Y'all know I love everybody. But I'm just gonna be honest with you. This hangman, thinking about the overall energies that we have for this month, this hangman is giving me, like, you have a tendency to just like act like real bipolarish. Like like no one can feel it, like no one can like figure you out. Like, one moment, you know, you helpful, you kind, you caring, you there for like everybody, and then like the next second, like, you just like cut everybody off and you don't want to deal with anybody, and I come back around when I feel like coming back around. I don't feel like answering the phone right now. You just cut off like all communication, and it's like everything just somehow becomes focused on you. You kind of come off like a little selfish sometimes, right? It's time to come up out of that energy, Scorpio. It's time to let that go. Know that life is an expression of you. So, whatever it is that you are lacking, whatever it is that is going on, the first step to actually getting to the next step is recognizing you, what you've been doing, how you've been playing into it, how you having to control and manipulate all situations, um, how that is actually played out. Like, owning your power, actually owning what you've done in the position that you've played in it, and then being able to express that self, that part of yourself, and also being able to teach and like guide other people with it. Some of you recognize this in yourself, and you're able to teach and guide other people with it. Some of you want to be that teacher, you want to be that guide, but this part stops you, right? Some of you want to be in the spotlight, but this part stops you. It doesn't have to stay the way that it is, Scorpio. It can definitely get better. Just revisit some of those thoughts, some of those decisions you've made, some of those conversations you've had, and your ability to just like cut people off and like shut them out. All right? Time to learn something new. So I definitely hope that makes sense and it resonates. If you have not yet, please go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that bell. Know that you are appreciated. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to come and spend your most valuable currency here with me on Ascend Starship, which is your time. I definitely hope you enjoy this new moon, Scorpio. And I'm going to be great.